What is your job title?
I'm the HR supervisor for Rockingham County Public Schools.
How long have you had this job?
I have had this title for 3 years, although I've worked for the Rockingham County Schools for 25 years.
What is one interesting thing about your job?
I just enjoy meeting new people, people that are interested in being in education in different capacities. So we've got people I meet with who might want to be an office clerk or a secretary, administrative assistant, or I've got people that want to be a teacher and they're excited about being here and being with kids and doing what they can to support the students that we serve, and that's always exciting to me. I love to talk, and so interviewing is probably one of my favorite things, just because usually in those conversations we have a common goal, and that's to make sure that the kids that we're serving have a good experience, and when I can see that from the person that I'm talking to, then that makes it exciting for me.
What is one thing that you did not expect from this job?
One thing I didn't expect from this job would be, I obviously knew that it would be a lot of time, etc., but I guess I didn't think it would be as much fun as it is, because I knew that I would miss the kids that I'd always been with in 22 years of my career as a teacher and assistant principal and principal. But I actually get more of an opportunity to teach in this position than I did as a principal, because I train all the substitutes, I work with all the new teachers and do their trainings for a mentor program that we have. And so that's something that surprised me, is how many opportunities I have to do that, which I've always loved.
What is the hardest thing that you've done at this job?
Well, probably the past year, working with COVID and trying to just stay up with different policies and programs and try to answer as many questions as I can. Of course, through all of this, there's a lot of unknowns because people didn't know exactly what we were going to do or how we were going to do it. But what I think has been so great has been we've gotten so much support from people, and people just wanting to try to answer as many questions as possible and try to make it, even though obviously it's not the way that we wanted to do school, we were able to make it in such a way that we were able to follow policies but also educate our students.
How much education do you need to have this job?
So to do this job, you do have to have a bachelor's degree, and then because it's a school system, obviously you would need to have your teaching degree, but you are supposed to have a master's degree or an advanced degree in order to do this. It can be in different things. If it's an HR or human resources role in a company, then your master's degree would have something to do with that. Maybe a Master's of Business Administration or an MBA. But here, it would be an advanced degree of a master's degree. So I actually have a bachelor's in history because I was certified as a history teacher, but then I got my master's in middle education, and then I got my administration certification, and that one is in K through 12 administration, and that's how I became an assistant principal and principal. And then I also got my doctorate in administrative leadership and had some human resources class in that. So you don't have to have your doctorate to have this role, but the classes that I did take for that do help me in doing this role.
What does an average day at your job look like?
So I usually get here by 8 o'clock. Usually start my day looking to see if I have any email messages from principals or phone messages from principals, because I try to get to them first because I know they need to start their day with their students. So I try to make phone calls and get them the information they need. Then after I do that, I start Usually we're looking at applications or working on finding more information about candidates that we're gonna interview. Then I actually probably do some interviews. I do a lot of those every day. Usually those are in person, but this year a lot of them have been via Zoom. And then usually there's some type of training because I train the substitute teachers. I also train our new teachers in the mentor program. I do a lot of training too. So that's pretty much my day. Lots of emails, lots of phone calls, meetings, those types of things. It's very average, but the thing that I like the most about it is I'm around people all the time, which is something that I love. I used to teach middle school. I taught 8th grade world geography and civics. I had a student who was really having a hard time in the class, and we were really working hard, and because it was a high school credit class, you had to pass the SOL for your diploma. And she worked really, really hard, and she did well in the class, but she didn't do well on the tests. And she just kept on trying and kept on trying, and she actually finally passed the test. And she was so excited that she came into my classroom. I was teaching another class, and she was so excited that she just ran into the middle of the class. And she was a very shy girl, but she was so excited she just started leaping in the air and just had to tell me that she had passed the test. So I'll always remember that, because she had worked so hard to be able to accomplish that.